The escalator exists because people dislike transitions. Moving from one level to another sounds simple, but vertically it becomes complicated. Stairs demand physical engagement. Elevators demand psychological patience. Both interrupt momentum in different ways. The escalator was created to soften that interruption without eliminating it entirely. Before escalators, vertical circulation was explicit. You climbed step by step, expending energy and attention, or you waited for a lift, surrendering control to a system that arrived on its own schedule. Each option made the cost of movement visible. You felt either the effort or the delay. As cities grew upward and public buildings expanded, those costs became noticeable at scale. Department stores, transit hubs, and exhibition halls depended on constant flow. Any pause multiplied into congestion. Any hesitation became friction. The escalator offered a third path, continuous movement without demand. Early attempts at mechanical stairs were not elegant. They were noisy, uneven, and unsettling. People were unsure how to step onto something already in motion. Designers quickly learned that fear, not mechanics, was the real obstacle. The escalator had to teach trust instantly. This is why escalators move slowly. The speed is not optimized for throughput alone. It is optimized for confidence. A faster system would move more people, but fewer would choose to use it. The chosen pace feels deliberate, predictable, and forgiving. You can adjust your stance mid-ride. You can step off without rushing. The steps themselves are a lesson in reassurance. They are wide, deeply grooved, and visually repetitive. Each one looks identical, reducing the need to evaluate risk. The grooves align with the landing teeth to signal where motion ends. Even without conscious thought, the body learns where it is safe to stand. The handrail serves a similar purpose. Its primary function is not support. Most riders could stand without it. Instead, it provides synchronization. Your hand moves at the same speed as your feet, anchoring your perception of motion. Without it, the escalator would feel less stable, even if it were mechanically identical. What the escalator replaces is not stairs or elevators, but the decision between them. In busy environments, decision-making slows crowds. People hesitate. They judge distance, effort, and time. The escalator simplifies this by presenting itself as the obvious middle option. It says, you don't have to rush and you don't have to wait. This flexibility shapes behavior. People stand or walk depending on energy, urgency, or social cues. The same machine supports both. That tolerance is intentional. Enforcing one behavior would increase conflict and reduce adoption. The escalator survives by allowing disagreement. Safety constraints further shape its form. An escalator must expose movement while preventing entrapment. Gaps are minimized but not eliminated. Emergency stop buttons are visible but rarely used. Skirts are smoothed to reduce friction. All of this balances accessibility with containment. The result is a machine that feels open but controlled. The realization often arrives when you notice how escalators affect mood. They slow crowds without feeling slow. They distribute people evenly without commands. They encourage calm by making progress inevitable. Once you step on, the outcome is certain. That certainty is the escalator's most powerful feature. Unlike stairs, which punish fatigue, or elevators, which punish impatience, the escalator absorbs both. You can rest without stopping. You can move without hurrying. The system carries you regardless of your state. This is why escalators appear in spaces designed for browsing, lingering, and circulation rather than destinations alone. They are tools of flow, not transport efficiency. Mechanically, escalators are complex. Behaviorally, they are simple. Their success comes from hiding complexity behind predictability. Riders don't need to understand how the steps loop back beneath them or how the motor synchronizes every component. They only need to trust that the surface beneath them will continue. The escalator's design teaches a broader lesson about everyday objects. The most effective systems do not optimize for speed or power. They optimize for acceptance. They succeed by reducing the number of decisions required to participate. In that sense, the escalator is not about moving people upward. It is about preventing hesitation. Good design often works by making the next step feel inevitable. The escalator looks the way it does because it removes the question of whether you should keep going and quietly answers it for you.